All right, guys, it's the recap show for UFC 287. Alex Pereira versus the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. What just happened?
Literally, what just happened?
I thought Pereira was going to win the fight. 3 seconds later, Izzy just drops him. And I'm like,
It was kind of one of the surreal moments. I was literally just standing in my living room just watching, and I kind of saw the first punch where Pierre got rocked, and then I like blinked and he was out. I didn't even see what happened. It was one of those things like I was like, wait, what just happened?
it reminded me of the Usman knockout whenever Leon
Yeah, it
Edwards
did.
head kicked.
It did. You were just like, wait, did I just see that correctly? Because before he was chopping at the legs, calves were getting destroyed, both legs were getting destroyed.
That's leading me right into my first burn moment of the night is Israel Adesanya fighting through those leg kicks Alex Pereira was landing on him, because you could see Israel's legs were gone. I don't care what you say, whenever Izzy just threw up that right hand, his legs were hurt.
His legs were hurt, and that's the reason he was up against the fence in the first place.
Yeah, and even know, as a fighter in general, whenever they land leg kicks, it completely slows down a fighter. And I thought Alex Pereira was going to definitely win that fight, and I thought he was going to knock him out, but nope. Izzy shocked the whole world just like that. So that's my that's my burn moment is Israel Adesanya fighting through those leg kicks.
I will say there is one thing that was totally different this fight compared to the first one. The first one, Pierre was stalking him. He was super patient. He stayed poised. But in the first round, when they had that it was at the beginning of the second round. They had that first exchange with the kick to the face, and Pierre just started going wild. They were trading, they were throwing exchanges. He was so just antsy and careless, just swinging. That was not what I saw in the first fight. In the first fight, when he had Izzy rocked, he wasn't going out there crazy. He was picking his shots. And he finally landed a nice left hook that sat Izzy down. But not tonight. Tonight, he was wild, he was careless, and it cost him a title.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think he was careless at all. I mean, Izzy just threw a perfectly timed right hand, and yeah. That's fighting, dude.
I don't know,
Anything
but just
can
up
happen.
against the cage, he was kind of just
So what was your burn moment?
Throwing. My burn moment?
Yeah.
My burn moment was actually in the bantamweight fight. Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. Rob Font, man. Holy crap. This dude has been on a skid in the UFC. He's fought the who's who of the division. Hasn't had too many great performances in recent years. He took a year off from fighting, said he didn't love it, said he didn't feel like getting back in there, and then he comes in against a killer in Adrian Yanez, 5-0 in the UFC. Everyone's talking about who's the next contender in the division, and he knocks him out. But don't get it twisted. Rob Font had a burn moment in the fight. He was getting beat up. He kept getting clipped by that right hand.
That's for sure. Even the jab, dude.
Every time they traded, he got clipped with that right hand. His left eye was swollen. But, dude, that jab put in work against Yanez. Rob Font's jab was on point every single time. Boom, just stiff. Boom, stiff. Boom, stiff. And then he finally came with a big right and a big uppercut. Rob Font, man. Rob Font is a dog. It was not looking good for him in the first round. But he got it together. He started landing some big jabs. Ultimately, put Adrian Yanez out. Look out for Rob Font, man. This might be a huge confidence builder.
This can also be a good burn moment for Adrian Yanez.
It could be. I think he's going to be fine.
Be good. Yeah,
I will say he kind of
got
got caught, and he kind of got a little comfortable because he was landing with ease. His right hand had a home. He got a little comfortable.
He almost put away Font, too, in the first round. So
he did. He's got a good camp out there in Texas, so I think Adrian Yanez will be fine. I'm happy for Rob Font. A year off, and he comes back and puts a statement out like that on someone who's on this train towards the title. Good for Rob Font, man. Good for Rob Font.
So that's your burn moment.
Yeah, so my burn moment is Rob Font having to overcome getting pieced in the first round, but ultimately coming out with the KO. And your burn moment was
Israel Adesanya fighting through the leg kicks, and that will do it for the UFC 287 recap show. See you guys soon.
peace.